you see the heroic form of your hero,
Apex.
Apex, emerge from the darkness.
Knew this was gonna happen.
Surrender. You're surrounded. There's the team behind you and me before you.
Talk to him, or do we just engage?
You know what? Let's dive in. Let's engage.
Yeah, I was thinking
directly. We got some good momentum, and like I think every second's gonna count with Harrison Woods making his getaway. So yeah, we got no time to negotiate. Let's just dive.
Throw me.
Okay, I'm gonna throw you.
Oh yeah.
Fastball
special. Do you guys know about the fastball special?
Oh yeah, the Colossus Wolverine tag team move. Heck yeah. And this is going to be our homage right now.
Nice.
Yes. I use a little, instead of claws though, I have a little electrode pulse, this like thing that I throw in front of me when I do it.
Great. Sorry,
like a taser.
Moves are like a taser. Go for it.
All right. So I think I'm rolling the Gadgeteer. And you're rolling. Are we both rolling for this? As a special move?
I think.
We both roll for directly engage a threat, I guess?
Let's say, yeah, and you're just using your Gadgeteer move so that you can roll mundane.
Yeah.
So, Monstrosity roll danger, and Vixen roll plus mundane.
I got 11.
I got an 8.
Okay. So Monstrosity, you get to choose one.
I want to create an opportunity for my allies.
That seems to make the most sense, for sure.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
right, Vixen, I think I will give you, you normally get 2 choices. I'm going to give you an additional choice because you just created an opportunity.
Okay. For directly engage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the behind his golden visor, you see those 2 red dots begin to glow again.
Yeah.
As you are hurtling through the air toward him.
Okay. I'm going to go resist or avoid. But I think also stun slam is what I'm going for.
Okay. We're going with slam. However, you are hurtling through the air, and when you finally arrive at him, instead of the give that you would expect with a human body,
A squishy human.
yeah, it's like hitting a wall. You manage to make him step back a few feet, but he manages to let off one more burst of this kind of laser vision at the monstrosity. And monstrosity, you're going to take a hit.
All right.
The stress is going to be. He would normally do 5 stress, but you have an intrinsic armor. Is that right?
I do. Yes. I have very tough skin.
So you have 4. So you have to roll plus 4. And mark down. Oh no! It's just we'll decide how much stress you mark down after.
I'm rolling to take a powerful blow. Is that right?
That's correct. Take a hit. Yeah, it's a powerful blow. I wrote it as take a hit for some reason. But anyway.
10.
So you have to choose from the top 3 options. You must remove yourself from the situation. You can run away, you can go unconscious, or you can get trapped. You can lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Or you can pick 2 options from the 7 to 9 list below. You have to choose.
I gotta do lose control of myself or my powers in a terrible way, because I gotta see that, man.
I've been
That's
waiting
gotta be
for this. So again, going back to like a Wolverine thing, every once in a while something happens to Wolverine and he turns into like feral Wolverine, so he's no longer like, and usually he's got the red eyes and he's like kind of animalistic, right? So yeah, you get hit and like the beam is so powerful, it just like it slams you back into the wall behind you, kind of thing. And then not only that, it continues to pierce through you until we see smoking smoke coming from your chest. The monstrosity lets out an ear-piercing howl and scream, and it's like of course Vixen has knocked this guy back, so the beam doesn't last very long. But if it had lasted any longer, you would be you might not be alive. But you're up against the wall, you slump down, and then after a few moments, some primal force just kicks in your body, and you snap back up. And again, your eyes are fiercely yellow, the pupils are constricted, and there's an unearthly snarl on your lips as you leap forward, and you start galloping towards the fray, unaware, heedless of what you do. Vixen. So you've run into this brick wall.
I don't think I saw what just happened. But I'll kind of come down and I want to taser punch this guy behind the knee. See if I can get him to buckle.
Okay. Directly engage a threat. Roll plus danger.
Roll plus gadgeteer.
I think gadgeteer is a one-time thing. It's like the first time you use a gadget that you get the mundane bonus.
I see. Okay.
Whenever you pick up a new piece of gear, the first time you use each piece of gear, you unleash your powers. To do something, you roll plus mundane. But yeah, it is.
I see. Okay. I got a 10.
Good. What 2 things do you choose?
Inflict extra stress and take something or create an opportunity.
What are you trying to take from him?
I think what I've got in mind is that monstrosity is much better suited to taking on this guy hand to hand than I am. But he's a long way back there, and so I'm just trying to.
You're just like distracting him enough so monstrosity can come and down.
Exactly. That's like the knee punch.
Yeah.
You know, I just got to take this guy down for a second long enough for monstrosity to get over here and help me out.
Okay. So you have inflicted.
And just FYI, once I'm back on top of this guy, feel free to keep going after Harrison, because like
you might not want to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right.
So you've inflicted 2 stress on this guy so far. And to follow the rules, I should actually have done 2 moves. I'm only going to do the one right now. And I'll probably do another one, but I'll do it after monstrosity gets a go, because you've created this opportunity for him. The move I'm going to make is, I think, an angry kind of move. He would be angry at you for disturbing the peace like you are doing.
such a chaotic, such a lawful good.
Now, you have avoided his blows temporarily, but so he sees that you've kind of tumbled out of his reach and he says, "Oh no, you don't." And he does this kind of like a Hulk smash thing, and he brings up his fists and plows them into the cement floor, and just like there's a ripple of force that goes out, like an earthquake, a miniature earthquake that goes out in all directions from him, and creates a set of obstacles for you to get over, certainly, that would slow you down. And he just starts to hover when the monstrosity plows into him, snarling and clawing and biting and furiously attacking.
I love that.
This man. Vixen, what do you do?
I'm gonna split and try to figure out where Harrison went.
I really want us to get Harrison, because like the Anarch got away from us, the Dream Tiger got away from us. Harrison Woods is not getting away from us today, man.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but neither is Apex. You are doomsday to his.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Give me those full page panel fight scenes, man.
Yeah. And 100%. We're gonna do that. But let's roll with Vixen, and we'll end with what the monstrosity does.
I think I have to. Is this assessing the situation to see like what are the ways out besides where we just came in?
Yep, for sure. Roll plus superior.
And I got a 7.
Ask one question.
If I were Harrison Woods, what is my best escape route?
or I get no.
If I'm understanding the geography of what we've done, we're in like the concrete bunker with the helicopter.
When you're tunneling underground, your options are often limited, and this is definitely like a control center. But in terms of entrance and egress, there's really only one option. And so he's not in this room. He's got to be going down that hallway, because he's not where you came from either.
So like the hallway just kind of
continues. It's not straight across, but it's kind of gone off to the side. Your sense of the geography of the location means this is the way to the helicopter pad.
Sick.
There is one other room. There's like another door off to that side, and the force of the Apex's blow hit that door, so that the door is kind of like cracked open. There is some light beyond it, but your way to follow Harrison would be probably to go to the helicopter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way then. And just to like make it speedy, can I gadgeteer some like wheels on my feet?
Yes. Go gadget skates. Nice. Yeah, 100%. However, the train has just been smashed. So you have to get past that. But yeah, of course, you get past that. You get into the hallway a little bit. The concussion wave is kind of petered out at that point, and you can start skating down. You do encounter a couple of guards, and they see you and level their things. These are those kind of SWAT type guys, so they're wearing armor. They've got these fancy weapons, and they start taking shots at you. What do you do?
Parkour Ninja. The wheels on my feet kind of retract, and I jump sort of wall to wall, and I just go literally straight over top of them.
Because you would have been going really fast. You're like, and you launch off one skate, they go, and you're like, doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, and I think
Nice.
if it's what I'm picturing, there's these hanging light fixtures.
Yeah.
So I actually jump off the wall and jump like sort of over and through in between in between like the hanging parts of this light fixture,
Hold it.
and just straight over them. I don't think I want to engage. I just want to go. Parkour ninja. 8.
Okay, you resist or avoid their blows. Perfect. So you sail over them. You get past them. Of course, they are going to keep shooting at you, but it takes them a little time to reorient. And in that time, you are able to get around the corner, and now it's just a straight up race to the finish. You get to a lift. The lift has already gone up at the end of the hallway. These guys are chasing behind you.
Is it like an elevator door that's shut?
Elevator doors. And there's an up arrow and a button that says B1.
I think like I've got another gadget. Actually, can I just blow the door?
Yeah,
I'm headed
blow
that
the
way.
door.
Just throw like a grenade
Plastic
and just blow the door.
explosive. Just
Yep.
Yeah.
And are you? I mean, you gotta. Yeah. So you gotta. All right.
This is all new. This is all new gadgets. I'm like
let's-
emptying my arsenal.
Let's unleash your powers. Roll plus mundane to unleash your powers.
13.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You blow the doors open. You hear some radio chatter from the guys behind you as they're communicating with their team, and the shaft is open. You are just about to leap into it, and you realize that there's no bottom. It goes down, and then there's some cables that are hanging there, and then you see the box of the elevator up above you. All in a split second. What do you do as you're entering the space with no?
I'm gonna grappling hook and shoot to take me up to the elevator. I'm like, I got so much momentum. I'm like kicking off walls and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna make you roll. And you do one of these as you're going up to the guards.
Blowing my kiss.
love it.
All right, so there you are. You're hanging from the bottom of the elevator car, and you're chasing Harrison Woods. You hear.
Now boarding. That's my ride.
Nice. So close.
Yeah. So I don't like what I don't know anything about elevator shafts. What the heck? How do I get out of it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. We're gonna MacGyver this a little bit. Can I blow it again? Blow the bottom of the elevator?
Okay, it's going to be risky given that the bottom of the elevator is where your grappling hook is.
Yeah, if there's like some other things I can like hang on to, like I don't know, something on the side of the wall. A ladder. Are there ladders and elevator chutes?
I don't even know. I mean, this is kind of a silly thing to get stuck on, I think. I just mostly want to hear what you do to get through. So you want to use explosives because explosives are fun.
Explosives are fast.
Fast, yeah.
And I don't care about making noise or anything at this point. I just gotta go
exactly.
quickly.
This is a rare moment where you're not sneaking around.
So what do you say? I'm like, I shoot my grappling hook. It's way up.
Piece of gum, and you have a flashback to when your brother handed it to you.
Do you have like a laser cutter?
Too slow.
Too slow.
Too slow.
You have a flashback to when your brother says, when you put the red and the blue together, oh.
That's from the movie. What movie is that from?
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Yeah, okay, cool.
Really
so as I'm I'm picturing like as I'm going up, I'm just like, all right, come on, this better freaking work. Chew the gum. And I got my momentum going up. Explosion happens. And I like let go of the thing, and hopefully I just sail through the explosion.
Absolutely. All right.
That's onto the edge.
And you get to the
Final.
elevator. You pry the doors open, and you see, sure enough, the helicopter is starting up, and you see Harrison Woods making good his getaway.
In the cockpit.
He's in, yeah.
Okay.
A little one person. There's probably, it's like a 2-seater, so there's like pilot, and there's nobody in the other seat.
No. Okay.
I should probably have some guards there, but maybe he didn't expect you to get this far.
Maybe he sent them after me down the
I
stairs.
think it's fair to say that Apex was like the guard. He just.
I mean, doing 5 stress at a time. I don't remember how much stress I gave you guys.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It's pretty significant. Yeah, like stress. We're talking about. He could take you out in almost in 2 shots. 2 shots.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he like close enough that I could just like skate up to the helicopter and
it's
just like
lifting off the ground? He sees you and he's like pulling on the controls.
Oh yeah. I skate right up and I jump and I parkour ninja my way up into the door and into the cockpit with him.
Great. What do you say?
Going somewhere? We're just getting started.
Nice. And he's like just a mundane guy, so like poof, you knock him out, you can take over the helicopter.
Yes.
Where do you go?
Oh man, what a great question. I'm gonna go over to I'm gonna go hover over that orange door into that dungeon area, and I'm gonna blow it open.
That's where you came up.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I think I'd just go hover in that area.
Just waiting, seeing if the
yeah.
monstrosity kind of comes out.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of circle.
You're waiting. You're probably waiting like a full minute, and at this speed of things, that's a long time. And at the end of that 60 seconds, you start taking fire from the balconies of the adjacent building. You see a couple of the guys running up and setting up a tripod and feeding something into the tripod, and one of them is pulling out a large duffel bag, zip, rocket launcher. So
any chance this is like right by the pool? If I just go and like kind of hover low on the pool and it just sprays a whole bunch of water up at these guys?
I mean, yeah, sure. That'll buy you a few seconds.
Yeah, all right. I'm like, what's happening with him?
We don't
just
know.
Go, man.
He's lost control of his self or his powers in a terrible way.
Yeah, no, you got to get Harrison Woods to justice. This is too big to worry about.
And like you have that connection, right? You have some sort of way of communicating with each other.
Comms
remember
thing,
some kind of earpiece together. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
He is not. I'm imagining it to operate it. You need to do something conscious, like press a button or something like that. You are not getting a response from him at all.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, do it. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think, no, I'm going to ask you. You will decide. Do you think you have to divulge it? Okay, to do the case closed move, you need to divulge critical information that can lead to the arrest of a dangerous criminal. So you can make a move in the game that does that, and we could roll the case closed move. I think I want to save the splash panels of the monstrosity for kind of like a closer to this. I think we're wrapping up. I don't know if you get the feeling too.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, definitely. Heck yeah.
So let's just kind of hand wave a little bit of the details. Tell us in short form what you do. You don't have to make any rolls, Vixen, but what do? You have Harrison Woods, you have this helicopter, you have the recordings that you made with your suit that have incriminating information for him.
So I think as we've been going through this adventure, my suit's been recording a bunch of stuff, kind of all along, and a lot of it is recorded and directly fed to Martin.
Yeah, so you have like a counterpoint to all of the footage that he's
exactly. So I think I take him straight back to the foxhole, and I've got him just like, bound
Please
up.
tell me that you have a helicopter pad at the foxhole.
Totally. It's Martin built it in hopes that one day I'd have a helicopter.
And now I do.
This is amazing, and it's way nicer than
traded the battle van for a helicopter.
Sick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a win.
Love it.
Yeah, cool.
The Helifoxter.
It's bad, but
it's bad. We'll take it for now. I was just like, Martin, keep working on
it. keep working on that. Nice.
That's his thing. He comes up with all the names and stuff. But yeah, I think we've just got a counterpoint to what he was threatening us with, right? We've got videos and.
So you regroup with Martin at the foxhole. You explain that you lost touch with the monstrosity, and what do you do with your suit's information and with Harrison Woods?
I tie up Harrison Woods and get Martin to put together our project, to show him clips of our showdown with Dream Tiger, saving the Brylan Cube, our information from Cygnus, the scares, right? The blackmailing from the Red Haven Mall, all this stuff to try to, scare us into submission, kind of thing, buy us and scare us into submission, which doesn't look too good, right?
And of course, confessing to the Dream Tiger kidnappings, Cherry.
Yes, yeah, as a final thing.
And so you kind of organize it to control the narrative of this past. How long has it been?
Weeks.
Past couple of weeks.
You tell me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been. I think it's been in short order that this stuff has been happening.
Yeah, relatively quickly, right? Ever since the original assassination attempt. But I would actually say, like, I knocked him out, but then I want to trank him so that he stays under for a little while, so I can actually go back and try to get in contact with the monstrosity again and hopefully extract him if need be.
Yeah.
So before you send this information in, you want to retrieve the monstrosity?
I'm asking Martin to start cutting the videos and stuff like that while I go back. And Harrison Woods is tranked.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Martin already has all he needs, and you're leaving Harrison at the foxhole tranked with Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think I
Martin
want
can re-up his train shots as needed.
kind of because going back to get to the monstrosity, I think is going to be a separate adventure. I think it would be like you would have to plan and go back in and get them, and there's going to be some narrative that's going to happen with the monstrosity and all this kind of stuff. I don't think we're ready to jump into that, but I think I do want you to make the case closed roll. Where are you going to send all this information once you've put it together?
You got to have some cop friends that you know are clean on the force, right?
Yeah, I think Vixen does these anonymous tips to the police and to law firms and stuff like that. That's kind of her thing. She just kind of just leaves tracks.
Good. So you're going to leave this information in the hands of the police.
Yeah, other authorities.
Yeah. Perfect. Roll plus your intel. I think you have something absurd like 5.
Yeah,
at
least 4.
And I think I'm going to get Jeff to do the roll. Can you roll plus the intel monstrosity?
Yeah, sure. What's the intel? You got
the intel is how many intel points you have.
Okay, I have 3 marked. So
perfect. Roll plus 3.
Ooh, 9.
Oh, you got to choose
teams.
one thing
teams.
from the list below. I think I need to make a strong suggestion that given that you spent so much time editing it and compiling it in such a way to paint you in a positive light, you want to direct the narrative. I want to suggest that just because that was already written into what the Vixen already did.
I think we already have, more or less.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So that means you don't get gear intel toward your next job, which is saving monstrosity. Your involvement does attract unwanted attention from outside parties. And you unfortunately don't get potential for solving this one.
Can I add a teams to that roll?
Ooh.
I'm down with that. Heck, I'm down for putting all of our teams on this roll.
1 will do it, and then you can choose 3 from the list.
Sick. Yeah,
so
let's do it. Carry it forward.
You've got direct the narrative. Which are the other 2 that you wish to choose?
I'd love to be not set up or ambushed. I think
it's tough because they've got monstrosity, and no, actually, I know exactly what happened. Never mind. So yeah, you do not have to get set up and ambushed.
I think this kind of thing kind of begs for attracting unwanted attention from outside parties. That is effectively exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're directing the narrative. I think rewarded taking gear / intel towards the next job. We got a helicopter.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You got your gear. You're not set up an ambush. You've got your gear, and you direct the narrative. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sounds
good.
awesome. And those just fit perfectly with this story. 100%. You now have a helicopter. I was gonna hedge a little bit on that one, say that Martin had to fix it up or whatever, but it's yours. Awesome. So you set out your information. The public is aghast and perversely delighted to see this prominent public figure just smeared and implicated in this. Victims of the Dream Tiger scenario come forward. It's a really spotty, but there's so many of them, and there's so much similarity. And the broadcast of this information has given them such courage that, taken as a whole, it just seems it's very convincing. It's a very convincing story. And so the media just gobbles it up. As soon as Harrison Woods is in custody, the police kind of have this press conference, and not all of the footage is released, but some of the salient points are released. And so in the news, you see clips of the recordings of your suit, and the events that happened at Halcyon Labs, all painted in such a way as to make you, Vixen, and the monstrosity come out looking like heroes. Now, may we have some splash panels? So it goes back, and it ends with like, everyone's like, yeah, and Vixen sits back and says, what am I going to do about Dante? Splash panels.
Yeah, I want these splash panels. I want them printed 10 feet tall, all along my living room, man.
Yeah, I'm going to need your help. So you slam into this well-known heroic figure, completely out of your wits. What are the 3 things that end up happening to this man?
Well, I think Monstrosity is deep down, he's delighted. He has an opportunity where he doesn't need to hold back. I think he knows who this Apex guy is, and he's thrilled that, he doesn't have to, pull his punches or wear kid gloves.
It's a visceral kind of feral sense. Like, you're not thinking this.
Oh, yeah.
So glad I don't have to.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so you were delighting in the violence. So the final panel, I already have an image. It's very dark because we haven't seen the whole thing, but we see an image of the monstrosity's eyes and his maw dripping with blood, and he's got that terrible smile that he uses to frighten people. That smile as he looks at the camera of the panel. So we see his face. What else?
Okay.
Yeah, 3 things that happened to him.
That happened to Monstrosity?
No, happened to Apex.
Okay. I had this thought while you were narrating Vixen's thing. Monstrosity got hit with the sticky goo from one of the goons' guns. I feel like he would like grab some of that goo in his hand, slam it into Apex's face. So just as Apex's face is stuck to Monstrosity's hand, and just repeatedly start slamming his face into the ground.
Yeah, for sure. So one of the big splash panels is like, so you get a couple of panels where he's like doing this, and like in a moment of rage, you rip it off, and it like takes flesh with it, right? Then it smashes him, and then we see it kind of like a repeated image, right? You see his head. So you get this like sense of movement. Boom, boom, boom. Definitely. Then what?
Mm-hmm.
I think Apex has to try to escape somehow at the end, and you don't let him.
Yeah.
You jump and turn him down, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got like pieces of his suit like torn.
Yeah, I feel like one of Apex's go-to moves is his eye beams, and I feel like Monstrosity would just get so repeatedly frustrated by, he'd like tear off a steel beam and just like kind of wrap it around his head.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And third one, I'm going to ask you a question before we do the third one. Does monstrosity kill Apex?
No, but only just no. Like, he goes farther than he's ever gone before.
Yeah.
And it's...
And there are broken bones.
Yeah.
There's missing flesh.
Yeah, he sees this like broken man just like on the ground before him, and he's like seconds from just like tearing him apart, and he has this.
I want to throw something in here. That's where we see like he's standing over this broken, pulpy body of Apex, and the reason that that the monstrosity does not kill Apex is because the two guards that were chasing Vixen couldn't navigate the elevator shaft that she went up, and so they backtracked when they came back into after hearing that there were two that went down. They backtracked and went back, and they started firing at you. Those guys probably dead. As you stampede through them and past them and tear your way out of this facility and make your way into wide open air of the surrounding countryside. The mansions are built on a beautiful hill, forested hill, in one of the sections on the edge of things. And you climb to the top of the hill. The moon is rising, its full beauty and glory, and you were not captured, but a chessboard is depicted, and the text in the speech bubble is Rook takes bishop, Queen's bishop. That's a shame. However, and then you see the hand reaching down and grabbing a bishop and moving it across the chessboard. However, and it takes the queen. Sacrifices must be made sometimes. And then another, you know how they have a little tail and there's another speech bubble? Release the monstrosity footage. And then the last page is 3 panels showing the monstrosity bashing in Apex, showing the monstrosity trying to gouge out his eyes and then eventually wrapping him in a steel beam and then just tearing into him and looking almost directly at the camera, smiling, hand dripping in Apex's blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man. So it is a mixed ending for sure. You got what you wanted. But did your involvement attract unwanted attention from outside parties?
Oh yes. Yes. So much. Yes.
Yeah. And the monstrosity is further stigmatized. Like his involvement in the Halcyon Labs escapade is entirely forgotten once the public sees the face of this hero, this known hero who has been a bastion of Halcyon City for decades, being pummeled nearly to death by this monster.
Oh Oh man, my best friend's a
Love
psycho.
it. Oh yeah, love it. That's my crack.
Oh, I'm glad that abusing your poor character brings me to success. Oh man, that was solid. It was a good session. I'm done. I'm tapped out.
I got a helicopter.
No, that's a very satisfying ending.
Okay.
It feels
pretty
like
awesome.
very satisfying for both our characters, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You both kind of got what you wanted.
Yeah, like.
Yep.
But I'm like looking at this, I'm like, man, I need to throw more dangerous characters at you more often, because you always get these like human guys and they never get a shot off on you. They got one on monstrosity and he turned it into a weapon.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Well, I like Monstrosity's arc is, he's been finding more and more that to be the hero, he needs to be the monster, and he's just been leaning more and more and more into that until he finally got like a point of no return. Like, yeah, it was that was very satisfying.
Yeah. I think at the end of the session, yeah, let's do the end of session stuff. You can each choose one thing. You can grow closer to your team, and clear condition or mark potential. You can grow into your own image of yourself, which means you explain how you see yourself and shift one label up and another down. Yeah, so one of those two.
It's the latter for Monstrosity,
or labels, so your attributes. But there's a narrative element that you need to do because I demand it, and so do rules. Anyone want to go first?
Just thinking, can you go through that again?
End of session. Yeah. Grow closer to the team, and you can clear condition or mark potential, or you grow into your own image of yourself and you can shift your labels around a little.
Monstrosity is growing into his image of himself. He's inhabiting this monster more fully.
Shifting labels. When you shift a label, it means your view of yourself is changing. If you ever need to shift a label above +3 or below -2, mark a condition instead. That's lame.
It was always like,
it's risky to put a label up to +4 because it kind of breaks the game.
Yeah.
And you're already at +3 for freak.
I would +1 for danger then, because I'm at +2 for danger. So I would put +3 for danger. That goes with inhabiting this monster fully,
like metaphorically too, literally and figuratively. Which one are you going to mark down? Right now, I think Savior was at +1. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
Superior 0, mundane -1. What are you going to move down?
I think I'll take Savior down from +1 to 0.
You are just more dangerous now.
Yeah.
More of a monster. That totally makes sense. And it's like, yeah, you might want to try to save someone, but they might try to resist you because they know who you are. They've seen your real colors, your true colors.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I love it. All right. Explain how you see yourself and why.
Weirdly, like, not holding back my power like that, it was intoxicating. It felt right. Even as some part of me was horrified by what I was doing, I felt like myself.
Lovely.
Yeah, Dante is less, and
it's a little bit darker than we expected.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, Vixen, what do you choose?
I mean, I like the concept of getting closer to my team feels right, but I don't like the practical choices associated with it.
Marking
'Cause-
potential? You don't like marking potential?
Oh, I missed that.
You can clear condition or mark potential. I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, let's mark potential.
Okay, but explain what makes you feel welcome. It says makes you feel welcome, but explain why you feel closer to the team.
Well, this adventure got me a bit closer of a glimpse into Dante's life, right? I got to meet his wife, and because I made that happen, she was put into immediate danger. And it made me appreciate him more. It made me appreciate even Martin more. And so I think I'm worried about him, and it makes me want to try to put effort, like I said before we even went in, put effort into helping him.
You just got to be more normal.
In whatever way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. You have real compassion for this human being that you've seen a bit of the suffering that he has to endure just because of what it looks like. So, awesome. I am super satisfied. That was a very fun session today.
Big time.
So
Big time, yeah.
We'll definitely call it there. Thank you very much for playing with me. And
Are we doing that every time you roll a miss on a move, mark potential?
No.
I've
Is that
looked at
something
that.
that we should have been doing?
It says I have 5 boxes for potential, and right underneath them it says that.
You should have a few more. You should have about 10, and yeah, you should be rolling. You're right. You should be rolling. Because I forgot about that roll. You didn't miss a whole lot.
No.
But there were maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I was thinking 2.
Monstrosity, you can mark down potential for any misses you recall. I don't remember how many. We also had a lot of successes. We were rolling a lot of
Yeah.
monstrous rolls. Freaky.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll call it there. I am happy to hang out if you guys want to hang out and chat more. But the game is officially over.